We're going to start on game one of our super duper sealed deck. Remember, we went with the blue-black version just for consistency's sake. And it's time to run it back. Locating opponent. Stage 1. Like a sweet fighting game. That's my sweet fighting game dance if I was in a sweet fighting game. I probably shouldn't be allowed to be in a sweet fighting game because that's my sweet fighting game dance. Is just like imaginary maracas and some shoulder shaking. So they started releasing some of the story elements for Shadows over Innistrad. And we're going to get a Werewolf Planeswalker. So flip cards are very likely to return. So we'll probably get another flip Planeswalker like old Garrick. And it's interesting to get another flip Planeswalker. If it's in Werewolves, it's probably blue-green, or sorry, green-red. Ooh. Opponent found. Join match. That's kind of cool. We lost the die roll. Okay. I'm also going to try F8. I'm also going to mulligan this hand. And I'll keep this hand. And I'll put that on the bottom. And I'll hit F8. Oh, F8. This is the first time I've used F8. Alright, so we'll start with this guy. F8 is basically like an automatic F6. If you can't do something, it automatically skips. Okay?
F2, right?
I thought we hit F8.
No, wait, it's your turn. It's your turn.
Right. I don't know why it's saying we can do stuff.
It's your turn.
Right, but F8 is supposed to skip until I can do something.
It's really weird.
Yeah, I gotta get used to playing it.
Is that a new feature?
It just got reinstated recently. I haven't used it before, though, so we kind of changes a couple things. Alright, so if they play anything good, we have Titan's Presence up, which is exciting. We draw another blue. I'll just keep Void Shatter up. I won't take this block. If I was my opponent, I probably wouldn't attack, though, because it's not a very free attack. That said, I could see myself blocking. Just because I don't want to take prolonged damage. Like, our Blinding Drone is more valuable than an Umar Entangler. Oh, okay, so they just didn't plan to. Alright. So we still have the F8 on, and it's still telling us we can do stuff, because now we can just Titan's Presence whenever we want. Now, we can decide if we want a Titan's Presence now, and go ahead and Titan's Presence the Akum Flameseeker, and just get it off the board, or we can wait for them to play some sort of trick.
So why don't you see if they'll attack with the Prowess guy this turn, and then you can block and Titan's Presence if it goes sour.
Right. Okay, so now I'm doing like normal F2ing because of me having Titan's Presence up.
Alright. So it looks like they're not going to try it. So what do you think? You want to take 2 for a little while?
3? No, I don't want to take 3 for a while.
Okay. Kill it. You just showed the 7-5 and it's dead, right?
We can just show it 3-3. You should probably show the 7-5 in case they pump.
I mean, there's nothing they can do if you show that, right?
No.
Okay.
Alright, we have a card Exiled, which works well with a couple of our other cards. Okay. The argument for exiling on their turn is if they're going to try to loot and try to get a better position. But Brett is correct that they're more likely to just attack.
Well, they already did attack.
Oh, look, it's a card I would much rather kill. And
we don't have any lands. Nice.
Alright.
This is how we lose quickly.
I thought I had to hit F8. Oh, it's only on my turn. Or their turn.
Hmm.
Wait, what are they saying I can play? Did I miss something? F3? F8.
I don't know.
There's not a spell we can play that I'm...
Maybe it's because you have a creature with an activated ability even though you can't pay for it.
Usually it only does when you can pay for it. Let's go ahead and F6. I don't know if I would attack with the
they are.
2/3. Huh. Yeah, I'll block that. Then spinning a spell to kill my Blinding Drone when I'm behind and I need to get more things going is good. Because that means they're not adding to the board. Ooh, that's brutal.
Why don't they attack with both of them then?
I don't know.
Yeah, probably that, yeah.
I got right now. Okay.
Alright, so if we don't draw land pretty soon, we're gonna die.
Maybe. I mean, if we draw one land, we have access to 3, possibly 4 cards. And we only have to get out so many cards to win. They're playing a lot of smaller spells. There we go.
Alright,
Do we play the Havoc Sower or Oblivion Strike the Embodiment?
It's a tough decision right there.
I think we just play the Havoc Sower and then trade.
Okay.
Just because I would like to save my Oblivion Sower for a better card. And if this makes them not attack, then we'll be in a fine position. The worst case scenario is they play a land and attack with their 3/3 land, which I don't like for us.
Well, and if it's a colorless land.
Well, if it's the colorless land, then yeah, we get hit for a ton. And then we just get rid of the embodiment. The other thing I like about having the Sower down means that if we play the Oblivion Strike next turn, we have a body already there to start blocking. Opponent's definitely going to do something. So next turn we're probably going to Oblivion Strike. I'm really just trying to get that free turn from playing the Havoc Sower. Our opponent's playing pretty conservatively, not attacking with the Omara Entangler and the... Oh, he didn't play the Spark Mage's Gambit because it's a sorcery.
Oh.
And we wouldn't have blocked.
Okay, well we couldn't have blocked.
Alright, Zada's Commando.
What's that one do?
It taps our creature and does an untap next step.
Oh.
Kills us real fast, like. Probably just gonna die real quick.
Looks like it.
We
could draw a 5-drop.
Well, they're playing a lot of inconsistent mana. Like, they're playing 4 colors, essentially. So...
Two blinding drones.
Yeah, we just play the Warden of Geometries and pass.
That's all we got.
There's nothing else to play stuff on. And then...
We can block power up now, or next turn.
Yeah. Next turn we can hold up Void Shatter and we can Tightening Coils things that need to be Tightening Coils. The problem is...
we can also pump our...
They have us on a 4-turn clock with the Tangler and Zada's Commando. Okay, that's interesting.
It's not interesting. We're at 4. I think you want to block the 2/1.
Yeah, I want to block like this.
I think you want to block the other way.
No, because he's likely to have a trick that would kill Havoc Sower, and this will make him choose between dealing damage to us or having the ability to deal damage to us.
Oh, okay.
Because he probably has some kind of trick. Hopefully it's not a trick that just kills us. I mean, it probably is, but whatever. Yeah.
Oh, support 2. Yep, that just kills us.
Okay. Well, you know. Can happen. Okay. Do we want to go to a different deck?
I think we want to just not miss our, what was it, 4th land drop 6 times or something?
Yeah. Like, we could run the black-white deck.
I mean, the creatures are so bad, though. We don't have time to talk about it. You either do it or you don't do it.
We got 3 minutes. We got. I can move all of those cards in less than a minute.
Okay.
So we get more bodies to block his more bodies. That's what I like about it.
Creatures are small, right?
Yeah, but I mean, it's not like we have to get through that many.
I think I like a current deck.
Okay. All right, let's look at our current options. See if there's anything else I want. I could see bringing in Amara Entangler.
What about adverse conditions to just tap down his creatures?
I just want cheap creatures.
Okay.
We could run the Reaver drones.
What do they do?
They're just 2/1s for 1. You lose 1 life if you don't have a colorless creature.
We'll probably have a colorless creature.
I could run Sludge Crawler. I think we just take out like 1 Pathfinder and bring in 1 cheaper creature, just because I don't want a ton of expensive creatures.
Okay. What's the Entangler do?
Just a 2/2. It's a 2/1 for 2. It's just fine.
That's not bad. Let's play that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fine.
Alright, let's not draw poorly.
Yeah, I had a mulligan.
Hey,
That's
that's probably fine.
Alright, F8. Alright. So this hand.
This hand is better.
Yeah, 2, 3, 4 drop. Without being great. What?
Just 6 is there.
I guess I don't have F3. I thought I knew how F8 worked, but maybe I'm wrong. Alright. I also like Skyline Cascade here pretty well because we can attack past his card, he can attack back, we can Skyline Cascade. Alright, we'll keep up Spell Shrivel. And we'll shrivel his spells.
Yep.
Spell Shrivel is really nice early on. Your opponent just can't really do anything around it or anything about it.
I mean, it's kind of good late in this format.
It's okay late. Against a deck like his, it's not as good. They can play their first spell on that, but often people are going to be playing more than 1 spell. Alright, so our opponents think about removal. Knows we have counter spells up, but I probably just play the removal regardless. Like, making us play counter spells is really good for him. Lets him use the 2 mana.
Yeah, are we gonna counter it?
Yeah. I mean, it just depends on what it is, actually. I can see myself not countering their spell and just countering whatever they play. But then we don't have pressure.
I'd counter that.
Yeah. We could have complete disregarded it and countered their next spell.
That's fine. We could have. That would allow us to do 1 more damage.
Alright, do we play the Skyline Cascade now and keep more mana up later?
No, I think we play the island so we can actually tap something down. Oh, and we can play the Warden of Geometries.
Okay.
That way we'll have 5 mana on turn 5 still with playing the Cascade.
Yeah. I like that play, especially since we're unlikely to play the complete disregard on their turn. And if we don't play the complete disregard on their turn, we kind of wasted our mana. I like Skyline Cascade with our tapper as well. It's a nice little combo, since it prevents them untapping. It doesn't actually tap the creature. Our opponent is good at drawing lands of many colors.
They certainly are.
Okay, so we cannot complete disregard that. We can 2 for 1 ourselves, 3 for 1 ourselves to kill it. And that's about it.
How's that?
We can attack with the Tangler, they block, we complete disregard our Warden, it gets pumped, we kill it.
That's a terrible play.
Yeah, I'm going to pass down that. We should play the Skyline Cascade.
kind of a waste, but
I would like to play my Bane of Balagad. 5, 6, yeah. If we draw a land, we just play Bane of Balagad, and then we once again have to have a threat answer. Also, Smother Abomination has some things to eat. If we can play that.
yes. Which means we can play it and let it eat stuff.
Alright, if our opponent plays a land and attacks, then we get to trade Umar and Tangler for Embodiment and complete disregard of their land, which would be really nice. So they may think about not playing that. They may be playing around lots of removal. And we have lots of removal. And even if they play some sort of like pump spell or something, the fact that the complete disregard eats their land and Umar and Tangler basically gets rid of a pump spell is well worth it. But our opponent's deep in the tank. With a league, you could run multiple league games. You can double queue a lot easier. I think that it's less necessary with league games because they're instantaneous. Like, there's no downtime.
Yeah, which is really good.
Yeah.
Now, does it say it matches people with equal records?
It does, but it happens so quickly. So if you got in when the league immediately first started,
Might not fire immediately.
it might fire like right away when you made your deck, and there might be like some small amount of time. But you gotta, there's 2,000 players. Like, you have to be one of the first people finished. You'd have to like
and then
win
there
in
would
5
only
minutes.
be a short delay.
Oh, less than 5 minutes, because out of 2,000 people, a few of those people all win in the first few minutes. And that's if you want to play back-to-back games. Devour and Flames. Okay.
Okay, so we're only gonna do it if they attack, right?
Yeah.
This is gonna be a heck of a play right here.
They could decline to do it and just play safely. Nope.
Alright.
Doop, 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 doop. Blowing you out. Blowing you out. Boop, 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 boop. Blowing you out.
Trading our 2-mana creature for a 4-mana creature.
For one of
Trading
the-
a spell for a 3/3.
For one of the best 4-mana creatures. Now, the problem is, we're out of spells.
Unless we draw a land, in which case, we're still out of spells. Oh, you're gonna do that?
Hey, I'll sacrifice. Yeah, this card cycles. We don't have creatures.
It's pretty lame.
Yes, it is.
They do have 3 lands now, though.
If they'd like to spend a creature to kill our Smothering Abomination, they can. This play does look weird.
Well,
it is
they're not
weird.
playing anything big, is what I meant.
Oh, yeah. Great.
Well, that's not terrible. That's also not terrible.
Yeah.
What does the processor do? I can't read that text.
Bounces a card.
Oh, okay.
So if they play something, we can bounce it. Or we can play Bane of Balagad next turn. They get a colorless source. They're like, oh, tap your guy. Then, you know, they tap our guy. We bounce their guy. And then we can attack with Bane of Balagad once. Which should be enough. I mean, it's not like our opponent's in sort of great position. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think we just play Havoc Sower. Let's attack first.
Wait. Doesn't it... Oh, no.
They might have like a counterspell or something.
No, that's... Oh, you can just pay with life. So, yeah, you should attack first. But, yeah, you should definitely play with 1 life and just play the bang. Right?
You can play here on a counterspell. They have to stop.
That's a good point.
The attack is a 5/5.
Yeah, go for it. And if they counter this, they probably won't have a second counterspell.
Nope. It's not like you can really, you know, just beat. It attacks as a 5. A 5/4 every turn. We're taking with a 3/5 and a 5/4.
Yeah.
They play something I want to. I can bounce Merc Strider. You know, they're not in the colors for discard. So making them run out their resources seems like
That's
a
the
better
way to
one.
do it.
We did get rid of 2 of the really good cards. And this is the deck I didn't want to end up in. Our opponent's deck where they, they can definitely win, but like they're running all these different colors. They're trying to run a beatdown deck in 4 or 3.5 colors. Like, it's just not the good place to be.
Nope.
Too many games you're going to lose to bad hands, to not getting the mana you need. Maybe they have a bunch of great double and triple white spells. They've got the Wrath in their hand, some Raptors and stuff.
Maybe.
But they can't cast them. They've had Blinding Drones out. I mean, they went off the support card, which is, nice and cool and all that, but Blinding Drones are a really bad card without colorless mana.
What was that?
Stone Fury.
Oh. Alright, so now we definitely play the Bane, right?
Yeah.
Or do you want to play the other guy?
Nope.
You have to activate that first, don't you? Can I just hit cancel?
No, I do not want to concede game. You are correct.
I don't know why it won't let you do that in that order, but it won't.
Sure.
And then attack.
Yep. If they have another good piece of removal, we'll play Dread Defiler.
Well, so we exile 2 of their lands, right?
They choose.
Oh, they get to choose, okay.
They'll probably exile the Blinding Drone in the land. Although, I would untap and see what I drew and then concede. Bane of Beleged is a really nice card. So here's a part to Bane of Beleged though. It's not an unfairly strong magic card because with 5 Tassinifs, you can kill it if you really want to kill it. It's usually a 3-for-1.
That Stone Fury could have killed it.
Oh yeah. Which is why I didn't want to play that card first. They were leaving the mana up and I was just like, oh wait.
You did good.
We have enough threatening cards. If we had Dread Defiler in hand, I would have played Bane into Dread because it's unlikely to have 2 answers, but Havoc Sower's close enough. And they thought about not playing it, but they were aware that if I got another colorless source, it would be out of range.
Oh, because you could pump it more than once?
Because they could pump it twice.
Ooh, I didn't know it said that you could pump it more than once. Or I guess didn't say you couldn't.
Yeah, Havoc Sower is 1 in the colors, it gets +2/+1.
Okay, a lot of cards say you can only do this once per turn.
Yeah, but at 1 in the colors...
Like I said, can't read the small text, so...
Can't read it all. Brad is actually illiterate. His mind, like a steel trap, remembers every magic card he's ever heard. We know this.
As long as it's explained to me, obviously.
Oh, look, more Blinding Drones.
That's useful.
Definitely. We could bounce one if we think he has a combat trick.
It would keep him from sacking both of them.
Sure. No, I like just playing Dread Defiler.
I think just turning them sideways is the correct answer.
Okay.
Now, you do walk into a Wrath if you play Dread Defiler.
Okay.
Whereas...
They would have to have had a land.
You did it again.
It's because it's weird. Brad, it's weird.
Oh, yep. I don't doubt that.
I don't mind walking to a Wrath. We have 2 cards left in hand. One answers one of their cards. The other, we get to bounce their card. They replay their card. We Tightnings Coils their card.
Probably doesn't do much after that.
Sure. It's assuming they have a card with any sort of amount of toughness. And is this power or toughness? Power. Do we have a 7-power creature?
No, we have a 4-power creature and a 3-power creature, though. That's 2 turns.
Yeah. That's assuming...
Oh, so they just realized.
I like running this back.
I
didn't see... The thing is, I don't know what they're playing. We haven't seen...
Well, so they curved out perfectly the first match, and they whooped us. And then they didn't curve out so perfectly, but we curved out, and we whooped them. So it's really hard to tell what they're doing.
Been throwing the whoopings all around!
Yeah, but... I mean, as long as we curve out reasonably well and they don't hit every card perfectly, we should be fine.
I actually think we're pretty okay, even if they are playing a lot of good cards. Just because the 4-3 was a very good card they played, but they haven't played any good cards on that. They played some good pieces of removal. Mm-hmm. They played Kiora, which is nice.
They played Kiora?
Not Kiora. Ruin Ruin, whatever. The Treasure Diver, the 2-3. She's nice, and I understand why you play a bunch of cheap cards to make her work. I would probably just rather play other powerful cards than her.
I mean, they built what they had.
Maybe. I don't know if I would have built 4 colors. I probably could not have been convinced to run 3 colors and colorless cards.
So it's really funny because at 5-0, you just wait for your cards, right? You
You're just
prize.
done, yeah.
You get your prize, but then you wait for the card.
Yeah, we could be like
seal.
Efro. You see Efro Poker? Eric Froelich? You know? He's a really good player. He's 4-0. He, you know, probably doing better than this. What other...
And anybody that 5-0s, they just have to wait to get their cards at the end, right?
Yeah.
But they get their winnings now, I guess, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Which is an interesting way they did it, but I guess it's all technically one pool or something. Oh, here we go. We can stop browsing all of the people that are doing far better than us.
Well, we're not doing poorly until we lose this match.
It's true.
I don't like a 2-lander with all these high-cost cards.
You ship it? I ship it.
Yeah, it feels bad, but...
Alright, keep it.
Ooh.
This is a lot better, actually. Just the Seer's Lantern.
Keep that on top.
Yeah. Like, our opponent does need to win quickly. It's unlikely that they don't play anything for the first 3 turns, but the fact that even if we don't draw anything, we can play Seer's Lantern and then keep up counter spells.
I think we should just keep up counter spells.
Well, they're probably going to play something next turn. But you think we should just play counter spell, and then,
Yeah, I do think that. They don't play anything right now.
they're probably playing 3 too.
Oh, okay. It's unfortunate. Alright, we probably want to Seer's Lantern just to try to get stuff out, right? Or do we want to stop the next play?
Let's stop the next play. We're almost definitely countering whatever they play over the next 2 turns, so... They can choose not to play anything. Which I think is a terrible play, by the way. I mean, even though they do have pressure out, they know we have big spells, and at some point they just get outclassed. Okay. We just counter the next spell.
Okay.
We have a lot. At 5 mana, we're more likely than not to either draw lands to cast our big spells, other stuff. So I just want to keep the pressure off of them.
Yeah, that's a good plan. The more lands we play, the better chance we have. Now, in the interim, we may take a bit of damage, but 1/5 drop. They're not getting through. Wow. Might as well. Right?
I don't like that one as much.
I don't either. Alright, so we can go ahead and scry 1.
We'll do that at the end of turn. Represent a counterspell.
Alright.
So that's why I considered not playing Void Chatter, so we could play it this turn. But the advantage of playing Void Chatter is if we drew any creature, we could almost play all of them.
So the next turn we play the 6/8. Right?
Yeah. One, two, three, four, 5, 7.
Put that on bottom. We don't want to see that.
Now we play Rune Processor and gain a bajillion life.
Oh, we have exiled 2 things. How beautiful. Now we look like pros.
Pro plays!
So is it 1 card or 2 cards?
1.
Okay.
Alright, now we're at 16. We have a 7/8. They got some dirtily tiny dudes. They can't kill them easily. And then we'll play 2 more 7 drops. And somehow win the game by having played 2 counter spells and 3 7 drops. So we probably would have died, or been very close to dying if they played a 2 drop.
Yes.
I also like this card because it's both hard to kill for red and bad to bounce for blue.
Oh, right, because we'll just gain 5 more life.
Right.
And they'll do 5 damage in bouncing it, so.
Correct. Guess they can tap down the creature. They do 5 to us.
No, because we'll have a second one.
All right.
Which one do we want? I think we want the
higher toughness.
Okay, you're correct.
Do we want to attack?
No, because then we can't block.
Then we're winning the race. We're trading 7 for 5.
We're at 16, so sure, why not? Especially since our clock gets even better the next turn when we play another big creature.
Yeah.
And they might jump block. It could happen.
I was hoping they were going to block and use the trick.
And you sweep away.
Boop.
Alright, so we do take 5 damage here.
Right, we swing back for lethal.
Alright. Painful.
Right, we swing back lethal with something to bounce their card and another creature they have to answer. And it's the only one they can answer.
So if they do attack and then play a creature, we bounce that creature and kill them.
Yes.
And they haven't seen sweep away, so they might go for it, thinking that there's no way they can win if they don't go for it.
I mean, I don't even know what that does for them. That would they get us to 11,
and then chump block, and then chump block, chump block.
I hope we don't have anything reasonable in some ways.
I mean, well, if they get to enough lands, they can kill them with the Rolling Thunder. And that's not the Rolling Thunder. It's the other one. It's just damage equal land you control.
Stone Fury.
So they got 4, 5, 6 right now. So they're two away from.
So it's about 4 to 5 turns away. That's pretty far.
Yeah, even if they draw nothing but lands, it's still 2 turns.
Yeah.
They're almost dead before then.
So they're thinking, and I understand them thinking.
We got real lucky.
We did.
We just need to get lucky, like, I don't know, 8 more times, right?
Right, but we did keep the hand knowing that there wasn't a lot of action going in it.
Ooh.
I will say in their favor of this plan, it doesn't get better the longer the game goes.
Not to mention they might play more than 1 creature. They've got 2 cards in their hand.
Yeah, that's true. In that case, I'd probably just attack with the Rune Processor and leave back 2 blockers. Okay.
Now, why put it on the 2/4?
So
Unless
it
you're
can
going to
block.
attack with it.
So it can block.
Oh, they would rather block with the Blinding Jar?
Yeah, so they don't die.
So we just kill it.
Yeah.
We could have also swept it away.
I'm not much for sweeping.
It's a good point.
I completely disregard. What? Do they have a secret? Okay.
No.
Alright, guys. Well, that was a pretty cool first game. I think that's going to wrap it up for this one. But we're 1-0, so,
That was fun.
that's cool. We'll probably get matched with someone else that's 2-1 and all the way, etc., etc. It is also interesting that there's so few 4-0s. Those are just people that have already gotten to 4-0. Like, look at how many drop. There's just this many 4-0s, and the rest drop to 3-0s. It might take because it is the first day of the league, it might take a while, because we're always going to get paired up someone with the same record first for a long time, for us to get that. So, like, it might take a while for, Efro Poker to find a match, because he has to match up with Bear Canoe, Guy 1, Mega that, I think.
That could be true, but if you scroll down, you should see some 3-1s, right? Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
there's some 3-1s.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, if you're the first person playing, you're really smashing these leagues out, this people right here, that might take some while. When we go to the 3-1s, look, there's plenty. The 2-0s, there's plenty.
No, there's a mile of them.
Right? And I think these are just active players.
Probably.
Yeah, that's not 1,700.
Is there any 1-4s? Like, is there any... I see some O2s in there. Probably at 03 you just drop, right? Because you don't get any prizes for continuing to play.
Probably.
And your deck is probably not very fun to play.
I do. There's some people that are 1-3s.
Yeah.
They're just enjoying the games too. If you just enjoy playing Magic games, so let's say that we had a deck, and the first match we mulliganed to death. The second match we just got really bad lands, and the third match we played some bonkers ass great deck, right? But we thought that we wanted to test the deck more for tournament practice or to see it as. I could see playing 2 more games. Doesn't mean they're great games. I probably wouldn't play them. Maybe I would try to stick with that. But, you know, you could definitely be in a position where you're like, I need to test more with this. This is about testing, not about prizes at this point. Alright, guys. Leagues. They seem great. Magic Online. Doing something awesome.
That doesn't happen often.
If you enjoy Sealed, play Leagues. Alright, guys. Mobius pick.